In this video, we'll write the Lewis structure for K3PO4. This is potassium phosphate. The first thing to recognize is that potassium, that's a metal, and then phosphate, that's a group of nonmetals. So when we have a metal and nonmetals, we have an ionic compound. And with the ionic compounds, the potassium will transfer electrons to the phosphate. They won't share the electrons. So let's draw this. First off, we could draw the phosphate ion. Phosphate, the whole thing, has an ionic charge of 3 minus. The potassium, it's in group 1 on the periodic table. It's 1 plus. That's why we have 3 of them to give us the 3 plus to balance the 3 minus. So for the phosphate ion, this is the phosphate ion. And if you need help drawing this, there's a link in the description how to do that. So we have our phosphate ion, and we said that it's 3 minus. That means it has 3 extra electrons, and it got them from each of the potassium atoms. So let's put the potassium ions here. K plus, we have K plus, and K plus. So they're just kind of out there. They're attracted to the phosphate because they're positive. The phosphate is negative. They've lost an electron, and it's gained it. So this is the Lewis structure for K3PO4. Sometimes you'll see brackets around each of the positive ions as well. That's okay too. Also note that K3PO4, it exists as a crystal normally. And since it's a crystal, we have a regularly repeating pattern of this structure here. But this is useful to show that the potassium atoms, they lost an electron to the phosphate, they became ions. This is Dr. B with the Lewis structure for K3PO4, potassium phosphate. Thanks for watching.